Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars universe seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, comics, and video games, but also, let's not forget about the new Star Wars TV shows, the new Star Wars movies that are currently in the works, as well as a handful of other projects that are currently being developed by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the Disney Star Wars universe is that a lot of Star Wars fans have been very much excited for what Favreau and Filoni have in store for this new franchise moving ahead, because it is going to be taking a lot of key elements from Star Wars Legends and throwing it into the Disney canon. Now again, a lot of fans have been very skeptical about that, a little bit on edge about that, but this is Jon and Dave. They're going to make sure that they're going to make it as accurate as possible from the Legends stories. Of course, a couple of minor things are going to have to be shifted around because this is in a different timeline, and they are going to be making some minor tweaks here and there, but for the most part, all these Legends stories that are being made are going to be actually very accurate to the source material. Now, moving forward from all of this, what's even all the more exciting has a lot to do with exactly what Favreau had to say recently after he got that big promotion over at Lucasfilm about a week ago or so that allowed him to have a lot more creative power over all of the Star Wars projects except for some of the episodes in the Acolyte and the entirety of Skeleton Crew. And that's about it that he does not have control over. So this, of course, really is propelling things in a different direction. Favreau is calling the shots on pretty much almost everything except for those two shows and Acolyte partially. And I think that at the end of the day, we're really going to see a lot of change coming in 2023. Now, with that being said, with creators Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni now fully invested in developing a new Star Wars universe, with inserting tons of Star Wars Legends material for the fans. Recently, Disney executives gave Jon Favreau a promotion over at Lucasfilm to hold more creative power over the company for the Star Wars community to enjoy more material to release in the future that's in line with George Lucas and his vision. Now, Favreau recently stated in an interview about his role in the new promotion over at Lucasfilm by stating the following: "It has been a complete dream working for Lucasfilm, and though very challenging at times, it has been the time of my life. I am very excited and proud to have been given the opportunity to explore the franchise even more and holding the ability to use more of my own resources creatively in this franchise to further enhance the experience for the entire community. Myself and Dave have wonderful things in the works that we cannot wait to share with everyone that is coming in a couple of months from now, that we believe is truly going to reshape the Star Wars franchise. Ever since I was a young adult, I always wanted to get involved with the franchise, and here I am now. I want to thank Disney for giving me the chance to truly explore all of my ideas and to use them effectively in upcoming Star Wars projects that we are working on right now. We are crafting many stories for characters you love, like Luke, Ahsoka, Anakin, and more. I can't really get into specifics right now because I am not at liberty to say, but we really are building everything from the ground up starting in 2023. It truly is going to be something that will take fans into a beautiful, polished brand that will explore new avenues and adventures for these characters, and new characters alike that we too are working on as well." Now, let me just pause here for a second of what Favreau had to say about all of this, and what it really means for Star Wars before we get on to the more exciting stuff next. Now, the thing about Favreau having this big promotion over at Lucasfilm, the reason why it is fantastic news is that this is allowing Favreau to use pretty much all of the Legends material that he wants to use in the way that he wants to use it in upcoming Star Wars TV shows or upcoming Star Wars movies. It doesn't matter. Pretty much every project that Lucasfilm is making now, Favreau has the ability to call the shots on the lore, how it's going to be used, etc. We talked about this just the other day, that he already canceled a series of the High Republic books that were supposed to drop in 2025 that have now been completely taken off of Lucasfilm's planning. And I think that's good news because they're replacing a lot of that with Old Republic material, including a live-action series that we talked about a month ago. We'll get into that a little bit later. Now, Favreau and Filoni, alright, they're doing big things, not just for Mando 3 and 4, but also for the Ahsoka Tano series, which, by the way, is going to be the biggest Star Wars project or TV show of 2023, without a doubt. In fact, I think a lot of fans are looking forward to that more so than Mando 3. I know I am. I don't know about you guys, but moving forward from all of this is where things begin to pick up a little bit, is that, alright, additionally, separate from, of course, what Favreau had stated here, is that Favreau is working on bringing in major characters into the Mandoverse, such as Mara Jade, Kyle Katarn, Ezra Bridger, and even Grand Admiral Thrawn, just to name a few, that is going to set up this new universe next year. Favreau wants to make sure that he will be using concepts from all the Legends books in both Mando 3 and 4, as well as the Ahsoka series for the fans to witness. Additionally, Favreau is also going to be working on a series of new Star Wars movies that will be labeled as new sequel trilogy films. These will be Mandoverse films featuring all the characters mentioned and more. Favreau is also working on some pretty heavy revelations for the Star Wars franchise that are going to change how fans view the Skywalker saga, and how, of course, they also see many of the characters within those stories. Dave Filoni is also set to get a big promotion over at Lucasfilm as well by 2023, within the second quarter, that will give him more power as well. So, let me just, stop here again for a second before we get on to the next stuff, is that another thing that Favreau was able to do, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday, is that he was able to take over roughly 5 episodes of the Acolyte TV show, which is a total of 9, by the way. Kathleen Kennedy now only has power over 4 episodes of the Acolyte series, and I said this before that this could very well mean, if it remains as is, where Kathleen Kennedy is still involved with a couple of episodes there, it could very well be that this show is going to feel very mixed, or half and half between quality content and just terrible content. It could very well be a show like that, and that's how I felt with Kenobi. I felt that it had good parts in there, and it had terrible parts mixed in all together. That's how I felt. It just had its moments, and that was about it. But overall, I think that at the end of the day, Favreau knows what he's doing. He's making sure that the fans are going to be getting what they want, and that's what he's doing behind the scenes. Basically what he's doing right now with Mandalorian Season 3 is that they are doing additional filming on purpose so that they can tie it directly into Mando Season 4, quite smoothly. And that's why they're doing additional filming, not to be confused with reshoots, because that's not what it is. There's no hiccups with the Mandalorian Season 3. It's just that they want to add more to the story, and it could potentially give us a extra episode, and that could be very well why they're filming an extra amount of, filming to further enhance that experience, like he says. So, overall, this really is beginning to blossom, alright? Favreau and Filoni getting more power, using Legends material, Lucas getting involved with them, helping them out, and really pointing them in the right path. And it really is becoming, the golden age of Star Wars, starting in 2023 specifically. So I think that next year is going to be quite a blast, and at the end of the day also, Favreau just wants to make fans satisfied and happy. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.